Hey, everybody. This is Keandra. I am the founder of the KWI Collective. We're a marketing, public relations, and media firm located here in Tampa, Florida. So, first and foremost, excuse how I am looking, y'all. I am, I just got in from working out and, it's a little sweat and, what is it called? I don't know why I lost my train of thought. It's a little sweat and sunblock all on me. So if you see shiny, that's what you're seeing. So I'm excited to come on today because I wanted to share something with you guys and how I was reminded um, of something. So let me just go all the way back. If we have not met, my name is Keandra Ward. I am the founder of the KWI Collective. We are a marketing, public relations, and media firm located here in Tampa, Florida. Where you are and what we're doing is my keynotes. And these are times where I'm going to give tips. I'm going to talk about life strategies. I'm going to talk about everything that is important to me, which is life, love, and business and travel. And so anytime I have a revelation, um, I try to come on and share what has been revealed, especially once I've worked through it, so I have an understanding of it, so that I know that I'm a firm believer of what we go through is not always for us, it is for others. And so our inability to share and help others through disables the gift that has been presented to us. So I definitely have to share this with you. Like, if you see the heading, it said, what do you believe? It's time to reimagine. So if most of you have been following me, you know that I have been going on this journey of reimagining my why. And I've done that. I've reimagined my why. It took me a little while because I had to then become the woman with this new why. I had to be the woman that could walk in this new why, because my old why I had become, I accomplished that why and I became her, right? And so because of this new why, it's someone that I have not become. This new why is someone that I have to become. And there's parts of my new why that I'm already walking in, but there's a lot of it that I am not. And I have to now become her. And so that was scary for me because I felt like I was always already settled in who I am and what I do and where I'm at, right? But with doing this and realizing that the why that I established in 2012 is no longer valid because I have accomplished those things. I became her in the strongest of form. When I looked at it, I was like, check, check, check. The my drive, my ability to want to be motivated, it was not there. I didn't want to work anymore. I didn't realize that the reason being was because I am a person that I have to have a purpose. Like, I don't do things without purpose and I have to have a reason. So subconsciously, I was not aware that my why had been completed. And because I wasn't aware of that, I'm still going. And so when it came to my attention, through prayer and everything, that, hey, you've accomplished this, why you have, your life is different now, you have to reimagine and reestablish that. So in this process of doing that, I've learned so much about myself. But this new why, let me be very clear, I had to take some time to write it. And then once I wrote it, I had it written out, I went and got a really pretty frame and I put it all out and printed it and framed it. And then I told myself, I'm going to repeat this every day out loud. Then guess what has happened? I have not done that. And the reason why was because I can consciously believe for things, but subconsciously, I had some doubt. And so it was hard for me to press forward. It was hard for me to say my why out loud. It's hard for me to speak these things, right? And so I then now had to say, okay, you can't even go on the journey of walking in her until you can say it out loud and not be almost afraid of it, or fearful, or I don't even know what you would call it, like, not be not struggle with believing. So here's what I learned. Here's what I learned. Because on these keynotes, y'all know I try not to be on here more than 15, 20 minutes. So I want to get right to the point. So I started praying and I said, God, help my faith. Help my faith. Help my faith be strong because I know that I have a strong and I've had a strong gift of faith and that I could believe. I had faith enough to believe and things would happen. But through some trauma and experiences, it killed my level of belief. Okay. And so I had to, I'm up here praying for stronger faith. I'm up here, I gotta get my blanket. I'm getting a little chilly, y'all. Um, had to keep praying for a faith. And I realized, oh no, you have faith. You just don't believe. We do two things. We try to put belief and faith as if they are one. They are two different things. So here's what I found out in this process. I have enough faith to believe that God will. I know He will. But I did not have enough faith to believe that when He gave me the blessing or when He gave me what I asked for, that it would sustain. Y'all hear that? I had faith enough to believe that He would. Like, I didn't doubt Him. I know that He would. I know that what I asked for, it's going to happen. It's going to come to pass. I believe that. But I didn't have enough belief that once I got it, it could sustain and continue. It may bear good fruit for a little bit, but to continue to bear fruit. So y'all know, with me, I'm gonna go to the word, I'm gonna go in prayer. And then I'm looking at my business, right? I'm looking at the things that are important to me, my business, my life, my faith, and my family, of course. And so I said, okay, let me really start looking at some scripture to help me through this. Because at the end of the day, what's going to sustain you, what is going to heal you, what is going to deliver you is the word. We try to speak everything else. We got to go right to the word. For me, that's what it is. As a believer, that's what it is for me. So I was like, all right. I went straight to the word and I went to John 15:16. It says, Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it to you. So here is the answer to that. Absolutely, I should ask and believe, which is what I'm already doing, right? But I also know that He is chosen and He has ordained me to go out and bring fruit from the gift that He has given to me, and the fruit should remain, should be sustainable. And if it's not, then therefore there is a barrier in me, in my belief system. There is a barrier in what I believe. There is something that I need to do. I need to work on my faith. I need to work on my belief. I need to work on that part because the word already tells me it's done. The word already tells me it's done. So it's crazy how we try to separate, how we try to put faith and belief together, but they are two different things. You have to have faith and believe. You have to have faith and believe. And so, y'all, it has been a journey and a walk that I'm on, and I'm excited. But on these keynotes, y'all know that this is my time to come and tell you about life's journey. And of course, I'm gonna give y'all some business tips because y'all know y'all be wanting business tips. Y'all know, and I want y'all to take that with you. I want you to really take today and really think about your level of faith and your level of belief. And is it activated? You understand that there is faith and belief. and that they work together. You can have enough faith that he will do it, but do you have enough belief that once he does it for you, that you can bear that fruit and sustain it? Faith and belief. And so really look at that because they work hand in hand. So, all right, now that's the life stuff, y'all. That's what I've been like over these last 24 hours. Let's talk about some of the business tips. I already told y'all I'm gonna come and I'm always gonna give you some business tips. I'm always going to leave you with something because I've been able to really do well in business. I have been in business well before 2012, but in this space since 2012, and I have worked for myself and been able to do that. Do I have the ups and downs of a business owner? Absolutely. But there is something about being clear, and there is something about understanding your brand to its fullest. So, I'm going to give you guys three different tips and three different things. You know, we talk about marketing, public relations, media, and funding. So, I'm going to give y'all three tips in three of those areas. So, let's talk about marketing real quick. So, your marketing tip today is don't put money to it until it's clear. Don't put a lot of money into something until you have the clarity in the space of marketing about who you are, what you do, why you do it, and who you serve. Because what will happen if you are not clear as you're trying to build, you'll start changing. You'll start changing things. And a lot of times, the marketing efforts that you put are now null and void. You can't even use that stuff anymore. That's not the name of the program no more. Y'all don't even do that. You don't remove that. So you want to still activate and do it, but you don't want to put a lot of money into it in the beta. In the beta, you want to build it out and you want to test it, but you don't want to put a lot of money into it because you don't want those funds to be swindled and be null and void, right? Now, once you have that clarity, that's when you back it with a strong marketing plan that is funded. What we forget is that effectively we need to have some backing and some funding for marketing. A lot of times we put a lot of the money in the forefront, getting a logo, getting a photo shoot and things like that, and then at the end we leave a $10 budget for marketing and then want, want everybody and their mama to see you, want your visibility to skyrocket. That's just not how that works. You have to put that in it, and it has to be a progressive process. It has to be a progressive process of building. So that's why your marketing budget should be something that you are dealing with in the beginning, just as you are putting your budget for your photo shoot and your logo and your website and all of those things, right? So I want you to think about that. So the marketing tip today is don't put a lot of money to it until it is clear. Okay. So now let's talk about our credit tip for today. Now, our credit tips, when I do these credit tips, it's going to be like a did you know, for a little while. It's going to be one of those kind of did you know, because I have been learning a lot. Here's why I am talking a lot about, and you'll see in our brand that I'm talking a lot about funding and credit for entrepreneurs, because I've been working with a lot of entrepreneurs who have an income. They have a steady income, but they are not positioned for funding because maybe in the beginning of their brand, they made some financial decisions that left them at a deficit when it comes to their credit or business credit. And so, even though they have the money to pay the loans back, they do not have the credit to get a strong enough credit profile to get the loan or to get the business credit, that they would want. And so because I kept running into that, I'm like, these people got enough money. They just don't have the foundation, because actually the most I have been more successful using other people's money. Let me just be very clear, in running my business and being able to pay back their money, right? So what you want to do for our Did You Know today, it is, did you know that as of 2022, collections under $500 for medical debt are no longer reported? Small medical bills should be gone. So that means you need to check your credit report. You need to see what's on there. A lot of times we'll get to the place where we know quote unquote that it ain't good, so we don't even look at it. You need to know what's on there, and you need to know what can be removed and what still should be removed, right? So I definitely would love for you guys to go to, if you haven't gone, go to the free credit report and pull your credit report and at least see what's on it and begin, because sometimes some of those small removals can make big gains. Okay, so listen, don't ignore it, deal with it. Don't ignore it, deal with it. And then as a publicist, I'm gonna give y'all, of course, I think I'm gonna split these tips out throughout these sessions because they're 15, 20 minutes, my keynotes. But I'm gonna give y'all a visibility tip today, okay? Here is the easiest and quickest visibility tip that I can give you. Let them see you speaking. Let them see you speaking. If you want to be in the media and you want to be on the news and you want um, or to public speak, let them see you speaking. Come on live. Every platform now has the ability for you to go live. Do help them remove the guesswork, because when you are pitched or you submit your proposal somewhere, they're like, okay, cool. They'll ask you, hey, let me see a reel, let's us see you speaking. Well, let's make that easy for them. Make it easy enough so that when they go to your social media profiles, they can click on some video and see that you can speak and see that you have a great presence. They may still ask for your reel, but at least now they know that you can. Take the guesswork. So if you want those things, speak. Because let me be very clear, I have had people call me who did not prepare for the media that they wanted. Let me tell you how they prepared. They got their hair done, they got their haircuts, the guys, the girls got their nails done, they got their clothes, they had their fit, they had a videographer. They was taking pictures. They was all at the end of at the news station like this. I am here. Child, they got on that stage and them lights came on and they was like a deer in the headlight. Didn't say nothing they wanted to say to promote their brand. Didn't leave with anything accomplished and fumbled the opportunity because they were not prepared. Because that's what they really had not been speaking. They really had not prepared, and had not had the proper training. So let them see you speaking. Do the legwork here. Don't do it on stage. Do the legwork here, right? Get yourself prepared here. So my mentor used to tell us, don't get ready, be ready, baby. And so this is where you get ready so that you can be ready. All right, guys. Well, that is our keynote for today. My name is Keandra Ward. Always remember, it doesn't make sense to make you visible if your brand is not ready for the visibility. Do the work that needs to be done for the success that you desire. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.